Forgot to tell you guys why I was dressed like a little hoochie mama over here or something with my shirt unbuttoned down. Alright, we're about to go to my grandfather's ranch to go get some water, some of the plants where areas that didn't rain last night. So let's see how that goes. Let's see if you guys know what this kind of fruit is. What y'all think that is? The Spanish word for it is maracuyá. Okay. Yeah. So, y'all tell me what it is in English. These are, everyone knows what these are. Oh, the mangoes. Here it is, maracuyá otra vez, again. We got 1,000+ mango trees here on my grandfather's. All these little things on the ground. They're called manchis. There's a little plum. It comes from this tree right here. They all fall on the ground over here.
Está bueno. Sorry, no los lavé, pero.
Fruit, maracuyá. And it's ripe, so maybe you guys know now before I reveal it. We're on another excursion on this little barely noticeable path to show you guys what there is in the bottom. No, no. No que no, abuela, no te caes. Doesn't get more primitive than this now. Update. I only fell once. We'll see how many times more I fall. We made it. Right now it's really muddy because it rained last night. But usually it's really clear is what they tell me. It goes all the way down. Grandfather's trying to get a pump going. He's running the lines to get the pump ready so that he can start his hoses were full of mud, so he's having to cut them. The fittings won't come off. We made it back. My mom dead. Look at that. Supposedly it's 100 meters. So basically a football field that we had to climb straight up about 15 degrees the whole way. Alright, so I just took a little nap because that hike kind of took the energy out of me. But that's beside the point. Remember earlier I showed you guys that big old tank on top of the ceiling? Or on top of the roof or whatever? Here's where that little pipe comes down at. And it ends up right here, this little thing right here. This is actually a water pump. You'll put that water pump right here in this water. The same water that you get like to clean your clothes and stuff, and you'll plug it in right here. And it pumps water up to that top of that tank where it then could be used for everything. We'll go through the pipes and stuff like that in the house. There's the back porch view of my grandfather's house. It's pretty nice. That beach right there is several beaches at once, but the one I think that we can see the closest is Guayabitos. Look at all this jackfruit. It'd be very easy to go vegan here and vegan or vegetarian here in Mexico, since there's fruit like legit everywhere. I'm about to open up one of these fruits. Let's see how many of you guess it right. Passion fruit. Rain. And it's a cool little video for you guys. They're going to refill the tank at my grandfather's house, and because it's going low, usually the tank will last you a long time, but when you have a lot of people going in and out from them praying every single day, they have like big groups, you know, like that's only half of them. There's more on the other side. You can either put that tank to this for sufficient amount of pressure. So let's see what this looks like. I turned the pump on, so now there's water getting pumped up from this tank to the tank way up there. So we just left the Lima, where my parents and I prayed for my grandfather, and now we're going to the capital of Nayarit, which is called Tepic. So on our way, I don't want them to hear me. But on the way to Tepic, we had to stop by and get to a gas station and pump up. And something cool that you guys might not know is they pump your gas for you, and they'll wash your windows and stuff like that while you wait. So there's the guy over here. So that's pretty key. It's pretty cool. It's weird though because they don't actually like turn off the car when they do it. Like you pull up and those automatically start pumping it up for you. Morning everyone. Today we are here in Tepic. It's the capital of Nayarit, which is the state that my parents are from. And we stay with my aunt's house. We are going to my parents' house that they bought over here in Tepic before we go to downtown. But I'll give you a little clip of what Tepic kind of looks like. This is the house that my father owns. See that back building over there in the very far back? Well, this front building right here goes all the way back to that. But my dad's planning on tearing this thing down and eventually rebuilding to a second two-story or maybe even a three-story building, he says. Which is here in downtown. He said that this way is just markets, and then that way, all the way down there, you can get to the hospital. Like when this road right here ends, you're at the hospital. Which is kind of cool though, because whenever you know, they're planning on when they retire to travel a little bit and stay at places like this, like stay at their house they build. And it's pretty neat because if they end up getting sick or anything like that, the hospital's right down the street. So that makes me feel really good. So we'll see. So I think after this we're going to downtown to see what the shops have. About to go walk downtown. A lot of the shops aren't open yet because it's only like 8:30, sorry. So we got our ticket for the parking spot, and now we're just walking downtown. We're at the center. We're central. There's statues. There's a cathedral. There's black wall. So I can get a better view for you guys. The old school boot cleaning stations. Look at there. Dolphins, big old cathedral. He looks like Pee Wee Herman. That looks like Pacquiao. Alright, so we just left the little city hall so my dad can pay the taxes on the property he owns here in Mexico. I couldn't do much recording. The little statue was in there, all I could show you guys because, you know, government and federal stuff, you know. Is that even like the poor people put their little business right here. Like, look at this lady. This is stuff that she's made or has owned or whatnot. Pretty sure she just made it, and she's selling it. And that's how she's getting her living. Even over here, you have a couple right here that sells their stuff just to be able to get by. Same thing over here. The guy plays like a little DJ boombox so he can get some money. Pretty cool. I'm on the hunt for a nice souvenir for Cheyenne. I found a little something, but I wanted something a little bit better. So we're on a hunt for it. I got a good reference from the last place I just bought from. And it says that what I'm looking for, I can find it over here on the other side of the government building. So we'll see. We're trying to get my grandfather a shirt because he is pushing the shirt to its limits. He's stretching us like a route. He's about to shoot a beat out on us here in a second. Still on the hunt. I found it. Think she'll like it? I was losing hope, but I got it. I got it. She should be happy. Alright, so now we're going back to my aunt's house to get our clothes and our bathing suits, and then from there we're gonna go to a beach called San Blas. Sears back there, and then over here there's Liverpool. That's the mall. Sam's Club's there. Even over here in Mexico, there's the big box stores like Sam's Club and Walmart and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So even if you come over here, you'll still see some familiar stores. That's all avocado trees right there. That's what my father just says. All avocados.
¿Tomaste video?
No.
Chulo, vas a ver, nomás que me tomes.
No te tomé foto.
Nomás que me encuentre.
Venía con la boca abierta ya.
Por eso sí le creo. Nomás le tomo foto. Donde diga Mr. Camarón.
That's the name of the restaurant we're going to go to, is Mr. Camarón.
Es un restaurante grande.
Which in translation is Mr. Shrimp. Mom just seen a coconut fall from the tree. You know you're in Mexico whenever you have bags full of limes like this. So, like I said, we're in San Blas, which is another beach. It's over here on the coast of Nayarit. not far from Tepic, which is the capital of Haiti, and it's a pretty nice looking beach. It's a lot larger than the other beach because the governor back in the day of Tepic sold it to the public, I guess. I'm not sure who they sold it to, but that's what it turns out to be. Now this is a beach that you are allowed to drive on, but right now, since it's the middle of the week, there's not many people on here. There's only one person right over there. But look, it's beautiful. It's surrounded by mountains all the way down. And then there's some over here too. Goes all the way out to the outcroppings. This is more of a shallow beach from what I hear, so there's a lot larger waves. So you see all those waves crashing down over here. It's a good surfing spot for you guys, especially during the evening when the sun starts going down, where the waves start getting bigger. And so it is. Look at my mom and my aunt over there covering up underneath the palm tree. Just feel how cold this water is. Like I said, this is a shallow beach, so the water should be a little warmer. And it is kind of warm. And because it's a shallow beach and a lot larger waves, there's always some kind of like a little rock or shells and stuff floating around. You see all that floating up? Sand. That's normal. But out there it's very clear. As I can see out there on the blue. Super clear. If you guys ever go to Mexico, the ketchup is called Gatsu. Gatsu. When in Mexico, you gotta dance.
Yeah, bailale.
Alright, so we just left Mr. Camaron, and now we're going back to Tepic, drop off my aunt, and then from there we're going to go back to the Lima, so we can do another prayer for my grandfather. We're here at my aunt's house, and we're just going to drop her off, then we're going to go use the restroom, and then hit the road to go back to my grandfather's house over at the Lima, and then go to start praying. I stopped at the gas station to get me something to drink, as well as my grandfather. Mom wanted an ice cream, so let me get her an ice cream. So we just stopped at the hardware store here at Las Varas, which the hardware store has a currency exchange kind of thing. My dad got some money wired to him before we came to the trip. Well, he went to the place where you get the wires sent at, the money you put money into to get it wired to send to here, so someone else can pick it up. But he did it to himself so that when he got here, he can go pick it up. So he went to go see if that money is ready to be what's it called, withdrawn, because I know you have to wait a couple hours or something or whatnot before you can get the money withdrawn. Now after this, we're just gonna end up having to go to my grandfather's house over in Lima, and then from there we're just gonna do a prayer and then probably eat with family and go home. But I'll do some little videos of anything else that comes up if we do anything else. My mom's tired. You see she's about falling asleep on us over here. Back at the Lima. Gonna wait for people to get here so we can start praying again. It is toasty here. I'm walking down to the market to get some more ice for the company that came. You know, like prayers come up for every 9 days, every day for 9 days. So a lot of water. And we can't have people begin dehydrated on us. All right, so I just left my grandma's place. I got a water on the way here, but I had to go back to the convenience store because I owed the lady 12 pesos because she didn't have anything to break a 200 peso bill. So that's it. Got playing music. They jam out here in Mexico, man. Yep, so now I'm walking to my godfather's house where my parents are at. So I told him to go ahead so I can go pay my debt. And he lives down about 4 blocks over. So I'm walking down there. Forgot to tell you guys why I was dressed like a little hoochie mama over here or something with my shirt unbuttoned down. It is really hot here, so you have to use every bit of advantage that you can to get nice and cool. So, gotta show a little bit of chest to get that. It's my godfather's house. He's the president of this town, this town, so, or the mayor of this town, so he's pretty rich.
Tina. Victor. Victor. Tina. Te vas a subir hasta la greña.
Mira. Ojalá que no. He loves it.
Muy bueno está, pero